In this video, I'll be talking about the concepts of functions. So what are functions? They basically describe any sort of relationship between the inputs and the outputs. So this is the most important concept, and it can be described in different ways. So they can be described in sort of equation form, or also in a graphical form. So we have an example of a function where fx is equal to x squared plus 5. So this is basically the relation between the input and output. So this is our final output and this is the input. So let's solve this and see that what do I basically mean. So we can put different values of x so that we get a value of fx. So now when x is equal to 0, so what will be fx? So basically this essentially means it is f of 0. So what is that? That is 0 square plus 5. So it is 5. So we can put this as 5 over here. Similarly, when x is 1, we basically have f of 1. So it is 1 square plus 5. So that gives us 6. Similarly, x equal to 2 will be f of 2, which is 2 square plus 5. So that gives us 9. So we can write this as 9 over here. Now this will be in the equation form. We can also do this in the graphical form. How do we do that? We'll just plot the values on the graph and then so that we can show this relation. So this is our x, right? So we know that when x was 0, our fx, this is basically our fx, that was 5. So when x is 0, our y is 5. So this is the point. Next, when x is 1, so it must be over here, then fx was 6. So it is here. Then similarly, when it is 2, it is at 9. So this is our graph which we can plot. So basically, you can find different values that you want and thus have enough points to plot a graph out of it. So this is basically the graphical form. Now we can try and solve some questions so that we get the concept more clear. This is basically all that is there to know about functions at a very preliminary level. So fx is equal to x square. We need to find the value of these. So we know fx is x square. So what will be f of 0? That will be 0 square. So that is 0. Now f of 2 is 2 square. So that is 4. Again f of 4 is 4 square, which is 16. So we know all the values. So f of 0 plus f of 2 plus f of 4 is basically 0 plus 4 plus 16, which is 20. So this is our solution. Now the next one. So see, there are two functions, fx and gx. So we need to find the value of f of g of 1. So basically, we have to first solve this, then we can get to the bigger function. So first is g of 1. So we know that g of x is 3x square. So g of 1 will be 3 into 1 square. So which is 3 into 1, which is 3. So now we know that this basically gives us that g of 1 is equal to 3. So f of g of 1 basically means f of 3. Now f of x is given as 2x plus 1. So f of 3 will be 2 into 3 plus 1, which is 6 plus 1, that is 7. So 7 is the solution for this. If you need any more concepts regarding functions or you want to solve more questions, please let me know in the comment box. Thank you.